Before the game, Cody Kelly of Gillette won the award for Mr. Wyoming Basketball 2014. He will be heading to a prep school in Florida to play as a fifth-year senior. It's the Wyoming All-Stars versus Montana at the Golden Dome in Sheridan. First quarter, Wyoming wearing the brown. Good start here. Kelly with the alley-oop to Greg Vandeventer of Douglas for the first score of the game, and it's 2-0. Actually, Vandeventer was the one who got Wyoming going. On this highlight, he'll stop, pop, hit, and swish a 12-footer. He contributed with 7, and the score is now 4-2. Montana had a few moves here and there as well. Check out this assist to Oliver Carr from Bozeman. He led all scorers with 23 points and was one of 6 players with double-digit scoring. We're tied at 4. The visitors had the height advantage in this game, and they would use it. Braden Boning of Dawson County is the tallest at 6 feet 10 inches. He only scored 4, but he was more of a defensive threat. His team would go ahead 8-4. The home team found their ways to get their points. This is Lennon Spence from Rock Springs. He'll get a few friendly bounces and eventually get the 3. He would score 11, and that shot would give his team the lead back. The scoreboard reads 9-8. This game would stay close for a while. Christian Evans out of Big Fork will ensure that with this 18-footer. 6 points were his numbers, and the Northern Neighbors trail 11-10. Both sides had all sorts of weapons, and they used them. Josh Faring from Cheyenne Central will get in on the act. There's 3 of his 15 to put Wyoming ahead by a score of 14-10. But the opposition came right back. On the fast break, it's Cooper Kidgel from Billings Sr. getting his 13-point game started. Montana had a number of plays like that. Things are evened up at 14. Back to the other end. Faring is going to take matters into his own hands on this play. Great drive and an equally great finish. That was highlight worthy. Wyoming is back up 16-14. The visitors can make some moves too. Good assist to Carson Dummer of Helena Capital. He'll hit a medium range jumper and made it look easy. Now the score is 16-all. The first move of the game happened right about now. Reed Ritterbush of Sheridan. He's a tennis champion playing basketball. He has the best of both worlds and scores 3 to put the home team up 19-16. Now to introduce a little bit of history, this was the first year that Cheyenne South could represent because this was the first time the program has had seniors. Kyler Cummings introduces himself with 3 of his 6 to put his squad ahead by a score of 22-16. The threes were starting to make a difference. Ritterbush had an 18-point game, and now you know why he got some of those numbers. Wyoming was in decent shape, up 25-18 after the first 10 minutes. Second quarter, we need to get Mr. Wyoming Basketball in on the scoring act. He's done little so far. There's a 3. He led Wyoming with 22, and that's what he needed. His team moves ahead 32-24. Montana was trying to snap out of their funk. Kyle Harrington out of Helena Capital buries 3 of his 13 points on that shot. He has the score closer, trailing 32-27, but the home team came right back. Nice move by Kelly. He stepped on the line, so this will go down as a long 2, but he will take it for now. That opens the lead back up to 7. It's 34-27. They were pushing their luck, and it was paying off. Faring knows what to do, and he made it happen. It was his play, and he would not be denied. The advantage is up to 9. Wyoming up 36-27. But it did not stay that way for long. The Northern Neighbors roared back big time. It would start with this turnaround jumper by Carr. It was a slow start, but it was a start. His team trails 36-29. The visitors needed a big shot to get things closer. They just needed somebody. How about Troy Scott out of Beaverhead County? That was big. Part of his 13 points, and now it's 36-32. They kept going. Harrington, not quite as long, so it's only worth 2, but that was part of an 11-zip run. A 9-point deficit has been erased, and Montana now leads 38-36. They were not done. I told you 6 players scored in double figures. Here's number 5, Jared Schultz of Stevensville. That was 3 of his 15 to put his squad back up 41-40. But then the home team would wake up quickly. Seth Moorkirky out of Gillette responds to help Wyoming take a 46-43 advantage going into the locker room. Third quarter, the opposition was picking up the pace. Carr will let himself in the back door. The defense was too late. Hoop and the harm. That would give his team the lead back. They are ahead 47-46. Things were seesawing back and forth for a bit in this All-Star game. Ritterbush with a catch and shoot for 3, and he buries it. Wyoming goes back on top by a score of 49-47. Montana was then setting up a number of fast break opportunities for themselves, and this is just one example. Avon Epperly of Kalispell Glacier misses the first try, but he had enough time and no opposition to score again. He had 10, and there are a pair of 49s on the scoreboard. What kept the home team in this game was a number of long balls. This time Ritterbusch is going way downtown, and he made it look easy. Now his squad leads 53-51. We need to get someone new in. Not every player that scored has been shown yet. Here's Alex Collier of Rawlins depositing 2 of his 9, and the lead is still at 3 for Wyoming at 58-55. Collier was the one stepping up his game at this juncture. He's the biggest player for his team at 6'6", and he got that shot over Boning, who is 6'10". Now it's a 7-point advantage at 64-57. The northern neighbors would close the gap some, so someone had to widen it. Moorkirky will do the honors on this play to put his team up by a score of 66-62. The lead would grow to 9 before some carelessness set in. Off of the turnover, Schultz will bring it back and score for Montana, but they were still down 71-70. And here comes another fast break. A theme was developing. Epperly has this one, and this is how the northern neighbors were able to hang around. They now lead 72-71. Who else have we not shown? How about Judson White of Sheridan? This was his only 2 of the game, and he'll play for Sheridan College next year. Wyoming goes back up 73-72. Time is starting to wind down on the quarter, but there's just enough to get one more highlight in. Schultz is going to let it fly for 3 and connect ahead of the buzzer. That was huge, as Montana would hold a 75-73 advantage going into the final 10 minutes. Fourth quarter, things got interesting, and almost everyone did their part. Cummings, 3 more. There's the other half of his 6. He would put his boys ahead 76-75. Where's Mr. Basketball? He's been MIA for a short time. Oh, there he is. He led Wyoming with 22 points. That 3 would open up a 4-point cushion. It's 79-75. The opposition struck back in similar fashion. Scott is behind the line. This is 3 if it goes, and it goes. The visitors are suddenly down 1. The scoreboard is at 79-78. Later, they would go to their inside game. Carr, hoop, and 1. He would convert on the 3-point play to put Montana ahead 85-84 at this point. Time for the pendulum to go the other way. Faring, he was a one-man army at times, and he would pull through on plays like this. The lead has changed hands again, and the home team is ahead 86-85. They would put some teamwork together too. Kelly is looking for Spence. Another alley-oop with good results. That pushes the score up to 88-85. The opposition would tie, but ties are meant to be broken. Moorkirky once more, and he's going after it on this lay-in. It's still close, but his team leads 90-88. Wyoming was trying to put the nail in the coffin, and this was a step in the right direction. Kelly does what he does best and hits for 3 more. It's a 93-88 contest, but there's still time, so the job is not done. This highlight is critical. I'll tell you why shortly. Kelly drives and scores again. The home team had a 7-point cushion with 4 minutes to go. The scoreboard read 95-88. And 4 minutes was enough time for the northern neighbors to come back. A turnover, fast break, easy 2 for Kidgel, mix in some free throws, and this game is back to square one. Each team had 95 points apiece. But Montana was still going, and Carr still had some points left in the tank. That was part of a huge 14-zip run. A 7-point deficit is now a 7-point lead. His team is back up 102-95. Now time is becoming the enemy for the home team, and they have to do something. Faring will score inside to get things a little closer. His team is on the wrong end of a 102-99 score, and they have to get the ball back. Montana was able to knock down their free throws, and that late run made the difference. We'll give Faring the last highlight, as Wyoming could not recover in the end, and they fall 105-103.